What is going on, Amazon sellers? Happy Friday. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Welcome to the live Amazon FBA Seller Ask Me Anything Q&A show, where I, your host, Chris Grant, will answer any question that you have about Amazon, online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, you name it. And I will try to bring you a tip to help you in your business. And I've got one today that I think you'll like. So I need your help, though. I need for you to bring the questions. Whatever question you have, doesn't matter how big or small, drop it in the chat and we will get to it. And do me a solid, if you're here, wherever you might be watching this, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, hit the like button. That helps the algorithm push this just a little bit. Get us a few more eyeballs in here and get more questions in the chat. All right. I'm levitating. What is going on? Glad to see you in here, man. Happy Friday, Juan. Just finished SOP for your repricer. Now working on this week's shipment. That's fantastic. Do VIP members still get free access to the next OA challenge? Yeah, if you are a paying VIP member, yes, you will get free access to the next OA challenge. Absolutely. Amar, happy Friday, man. Ryan, glad to see you. Claudia, what is going on? Glad to see everybody here. I hope your week has been fantastic. And for those of you who are about to start your hustling on the weekends, let's get after it. It's time to get to work. So, all right, we got a question over here on Instagram, and then I'm going to go ahead and share the tip of the day with you guys. So, Isabel, hey, I got scared of shopping at Marshalls and TJ Maxx because I don't know if the ticket works for Section 3 or authenticity. Do you know anything about it? Yeah, that's a great question. So, don't be afraid of Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ollie's, or anything like that. So what you're probably afraid of is the fact that there is no UPC on the receipt, and it very likely says something like sporting goods or men's apparel or women's apparel, rather than telling you exactly what the item is. So the way to get around that is every time you shop at Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, etc., is take your receipt, lay it down next to the item, all right? And make sure that you get the tag from the store that's on the item. There should be a little price sticker on it that has their own SKU, and get a picture of that next to the receipt. The SKU on the little sticker from the store will match the SKU on the receipt, and you should be good to go. Now, are you going to have to do a little bit of explaining sometimes? Possibly. But TJ Maxx, for example, is not just a company in the US, but it is an international company. Over in the UK, the stores are known as TK Maxx rather than TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx also owns several other stores in the United States: Marshalls, Home Goods, Sierra. TJX is a whole family of companies. So they are not some fly-by-night place that's not gonna work. Amazon knows who they are, and that's all you've got to do. All right. Again, make sure if you've got questions, you pop them in the chat. I'll get to them, I promise. We're about 5 minutes in, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share with you guys today's tip. All right. Oops, sorry guys, I got the wrong screen here. There we go. I want to make this a little larger for you guys to see. Today, we're going to be talking about negative keywords. All right. Now, when I say negative keywords, a lot of people are going to automatically assume that we're going to be talking ads on Amazon, ads on Google, things like that. But we're not. We're actually going to be talking about the Keepa product finder. All right. Now, on Keepa, you can go to the data section, you go to the product finder, and let's say that you are interested in selling a certain type of item. For today's example, I'm going to use replacement parts, right? If you've got a coffee maker, a toaster, a refrigerator, a dishwasher, etc., you likely may need to replace a part eventually, or you know someone who has replaced a part, especially if you have a higher end item. There's no point in going out and buying a brand new coffee maker if you've bought a $400 or $500 coffee machine and you have a coffee bar at home. So, one of the best things to sell are replacement parts, and they come in thousands, maybe tens of thousands of different products and brands and so on. The problem is finding those. It's not necessarily going to say replacement part when you go and look at it. And you may not know every single name of every single kind of part that you may need for if you want to sell replacement parts on Amazon. So, what you can do is you can get yourself a list of common items that people would have in their homes. And by that, I mean coffee maker, et cetera, and so on. But further than that, we can get a list of brands. Well, we've got Whirlpool, GE, Breville. What else is there? DeLonghi. I'm probably saying that wrong, but there are all these brands out there. And so what we can do is we can go into Keepa Product Finder and we can go down to the brand section, the brand filter right here, and we can put in a brand. Now, I'm going to put in Whirlpool today. All right. Oops. Whirlpool. And there are 47,616 ASINs on Amazon with the brand Whirlpool on it. Okay. The problem is some of those are going to be washers and dryers. Some of them might be a dishwasher and things that you're not going to want to sell. All right. So what do we do? Well, we don't know. Are we looking for circuit boards? Are we looking for, what are we looking, motors? Well, we don't know. So in the title section, we're going to start using negative keywords. All right. So I'm going to do a minus sign in the title, and I'm going to subtract. I'm going to say minus air cooler. Okay. And that brings me down to, well, it didn't bring me down any, but I'm going to go minus refrigerator. All right. And that's going to bring me down also. Oh, there we go. Now we're down to 23. That's probably a little too many. Okay. So let's do air cooler. What does that get us to? Oh, we'll just do minus air. How about that? That gets down to 46,987. We'll do minus cooler. All right. 46,964. We'll say minus, what else do we need to put in there? We'll say minus refrigerator. What does that do to us? Gets down to 43,062. We can go minus HVAC possibly. Doesn't get us down anymore. We'll do minus washer, minus dryer. Okay. Now we're down to 38,352. Now that's a lot less than we had. It's still way too many. And we might want to find some more keywords that we can subtract from here. Okay. I'll tell you what, a better example might be this. Let's do Breville. Okay. We're going to do Breville. And there's 1,403. We're going to say minus maker. Okay. And this should get out just about anything. We'll do minus coffee as well. Now we're down to 1,219 products. Okay. We should not have any coffee makers in here. And we've got juice fountains. So let's go ahead and get that out of there as well. We'll say minus juice, or we'll say minus fountain. Okay. Now we're down to 1154. And now there's still smart ovens and toasters and things like that. But the third thing here is a replacement part. All right. It's a dosing funnel. Now, I don't know anything about what a dosing funnel is, but it's obviously for espresso machines. Yeah, but if we keep going, we're going to see things like cleaning tablets. We're going to see a knock box. Let's just see if we happen to see anything in here. Tell you what, let's do minus mixer and minus oven as well. All right. Get down a few extras here. We'll do minus mixer and whoops, minus mixer and minus oven. There we go, 1043. Okay, I should have put toaster in there as well. But let's scroll down and we should have, here we go. We've got a bean hopper right here. Okay. We're going to have a ton of things. And now these are very easy to be able to find. All you've got to do is copy this and do a quick Google search. We'll search for bean hopper and we can see it looks like we found this over at Breville itself. And there's replacement parts as well. Looks like they've got a 10% off code. And let's see what kind of prices we've got. Well, $17.95, but it's out of stock. And over here, we're at $21.49, but we've got a 10% off coupon. Looks like this is at $22.95, so not going to be profitable, but we can keep going and we'll find a ton more products that we can sell as replacement parts. They've got a bamboo cutting board. I want to just see if I can find one that is profitable here. Let's look at this single wall filter. That's $11.95. That one's kind of cheap. Sorry, guys. Now that I'm looking, I want to find something profitable here. Here, let's take a look at this item right here. Amazon's on that. A whisk magnet. Interesting. All right, this one's got a nice flat buy box price on it. It's only $13.95. But let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can find this. We've got it over here at Breville. We've got it at Fix. Let's see what we can find here. $8.95 over here, $8.66 over there. It looks like $13.95. So not very likely for it to be profitable at $8.95. No, we'd be at $6.75. We need a little more room on that. Okay, that's all right. But you guys get the point here. Okay, what we can do is we can go into brands we know need replacement parts. We can run to the filter. We can use negative keywords to knock out items that you may not want to see in the results and narrow it down closer to items that you do want to see. All right. And you can do it the other way around too. You can go ahead and type in the things that you might expect to see in the title if there are going to be enough of those kinds of items. All right. All right. Let me get back to your guys' questions. Okay. Deborah, I'm interested in joining the Q1 Leads and Mastermind, but I haven't gotten a response to my email. Deborah, sorry about that. Unfortunately, it's closed up. We are sold out of the spots for the Q1 Leads and Mastermind. Zion Import. I checked the Q1 leads from day one until today, but most products need approval. I only got one approved from purchase. Any tips to better use the list? Yes. You need to rabbit trail. Okay. Here's the thing about any leads list, whether it's mine or one of my friends or anything like that, is use those lists as a starting point. Okay. Sure, you could buy directly off of them, and I don't know what kind of approvals you have in your account, but you need to use those as, oh, well, there's a sale going on here, or they shared a football today. Well, let me go in and see if there are any other footballs, or what about soccer balls, or there was an Adidas jersey shared. It's actually one I did not share today that was something we found, but we found an Adidas soccer jersey today in pink. Well, are there any other jerseys from this particular player from Adidas that I could sell? And unfortunately, it's impossible on any lead list to know what you are approved for or are not approved for. So I can't really fix that, but you can use it as a rabbit trail. Lex, I'm at the age I need replacement. Yeah, absolutely. I totally understand. Amar, is Vico worth signing up for, and how does it differ from Amazon Buy shipping? So Vico is worth signing up for, absolutely. Vico is owned by Amazon now. So it's really the same as buying shipping directly from Amazon anymore. So you don't have to worry about anything by using Vico. The upsides to it are you will get a percentage back of your shipping from Vico, and they'll use it on future shipping costs. And you can put in a different credit card so that you can pay for the shipping with a points credit card and use one that gets extra points on shipping. Any best practices to assess the effectiveness of our PPC campaign? I'm not convinced some attributed sales might have sold anyway without PPC. You know, Chris, this is a good question. I'm not sure that I'm smart enough to assess the effectiveness of a PPC campaign, especially with what I would imagine you're doing is like a low cost, couple of cents per click kind of PPC campaign. Um, I'll tell you the one thing I might do is I might pull a report and upload it into Chat GPT or Perplexity and ask for it to review the report and give you any ideas about how you might better use PPC. But I'm not smart enough. Amazon PPC has gotten so much more um, nuanced and difficult that I don't think I could offer any real effective information about it. Rabbit Trail. Zion, we're going to be doing a live for the Q1 group tonight at 8 p.m. And we'll be talking about rabbit trails. But here is something I can suggest. Here's something I can suggest for you is Chris Rasick and I did a podcast all about how to properly use lead lists. Go over to my YouTube channel and search lead lists on my channel, and you'll find that and watch that podcast. It'll help you know how to properly use a lead list. Chris, do you have any recommendations for Walmart courses or any YouTube channels or Twitter handles? Um, so I would go back, and the first thing I would do is Chris and I have done podcasts with two different Walmart sellers. Well, three actually. We've got one with Joey Wheeler and Chad. Sorry. Go watch that one. Go watch the one we just did with Sarah. She talks about Walmart. And then if you really want to get into Walmart, I don't know of any course right off the top of my head, but follow Chaz D over on Twitter, Noah Minkus, Arbitrage Avenue. Those are all going to be great places for Walmart content. And Sarah also has a Facebook group, the Walmart Sellers Network. You could join that group as well. Hey, Chris, I came across a video of yours where you walk through the process of annotating invoices for ungating. Does this method still work? Yes, it does. I'm trying to ungate a brand, but I've applied over 100 times and I keep getting rejected. I'm trying submitting new applications as well as reapplying to previously declined ones, but nothing seems to be working. My guess is they don't like your source. You may need a new source. That's all. All right. David, sorry, not on my computer to check. Can Vico be used for inbound FBA as well? No, it's just for FBM. And yeah, Luke, what the heck? What is Chris doing? Slinging me those tough questions. Katie, hey Chris, can you discuss how your sourcing or purchasing changed once you became aware of your previous Section 3? Did you stop purchasing while moving through the process? No, we did not stop purchasing while going through the Section 3. I knew that we'd beat it. I wasn't really worried about it. However, if that is outside of your risk tolerance, then I would hold off. It'll probably just be a couple of days before you get your account back. Where should I send the brand for which I received a suspected IP complaint in December? So you might add it to your tool IP alert. You are more than welcome to email me at chris@cleartheshelf.com. And I need proof so that I can look through it. We often don't add suspected IP complaints unless I can see for sure that there's a problem with the listing. Hey, David, what's going on? All right. Any other questions, thoughts, concerns that I can help with before I get out of here and go make dinner for my kids? If not, no big deal. We'll end this thing a little bit early. I will tell you that tomorrow night, you may not want to miss because tomorrow I'm going to show you another way to use AI to inform your sourcing. All right. So we're going to spend about 10 minutes using AI to help you overcome the roadblocks that people seem to get when they source. I'm always being asked, what category should I sell in? What product should I sell? What kinds of products should I sell? Well, it doesn't matter. Okay. We need to be agnostic about brands or anything like that. And instead, we can go down these rabbit trails of categories and things like that. I'm going to show you how you don't even need to use your brain to figure that out. Syed, as this ungating issue occurs, we have ungated every new brand we are going to list. Does Walmart support ungating brands? Is what I think you're asking. Yes, Walmart does have an ungating system. I have not gone through it yet. I know others have, but if you think Amazon's bad, Walmart can take months to get you ungated. David, been using the shotgun method of reverse sourcing, and it's been great. That's fantastic. A kid with a fancy watch on social media said arbitrage is dead. Thoughts? Chris, I'm glad you brought this up because my newsletter goes out tonight at 7:40 p.m. and I typically don't go on rant. I'm going to call it an op-ed. Okay, it's an opinion piece that I wrote, and it's called "Is Retail Arbitrage Due for a Renaissance?" Or something like that. It's catchy, I promise. But in my opinion, retail arbitrage, especially now, all forms of arbitrage are good, but I think that retail arbitrage, especially, is due for a renaissance. Yeah, I know that if I had my way, I would go out and I'd build a team to do retail arbitrage, and I would grow that business to millions, which I know can be done. I know of sellers doing 25, 30, 50 million dollars a year in retail arbitrage alone with a team. And it's not something that is unusual. So there's a little op-ed coming out tonight. But if you're on my email list, you're also going to want to check the email because there is a guest post from Chris Rasick in this week's email. David, I know you should not edit invoices, but is there a way Amazon can tell? Sometimes all I need to add is something very simple, like the supplier address, and it seems like they'd never know. Chances are they'll figure it out. So I annotate invoices and receipts all the time, but when I do it, I make sure that Amazon does know. All right, because you're not allowed to alter invoices. And if you try to get it by them, where it looks like, or maybe it just looks a little bit strange, where you went in and tried to add something, making it look really, really close, you're going to get caught. You're going to get in trouble. All right. But if you make it very obvious that you're adding something, you're annotating, it's okay. You gotta remember Amazon, a lot of their stuff is written by lawyers or reviewed by lawyers. So you need to read it like a lawyer. It does not say that you cannot annotate invoices. It says you cannot alter invoices, and those are two very different things. Kim and Perry's podcast on YouTube is restricted. It is not restricted. I'm not sure why that wouldn't be coming up for you. I'll check on it, but it should not be restricted. What? Bundling and multi-pack policy. I need a little bit more context there, and I'd be happy to answer for you. You're asked, can you get ungated with a Walmart receipt? I know that Target has been used recently. I would give it a try. I cannot say 100%. I'm levitating. Chris, do you see Amazon ungating ASINs that were ungated before? One of my best sellers when I started was a supplement, and now I can't sell any. I don't know. And we've talked about this a couple of times over the past couple of days. I hope that Amazon walks back the gating a little bit, and I'm hoping that was a Q4 thing, but I don't know, and I don't want to say, you know what, that sounds likely, and get sellers' hopes up, because I'd be doing them a disservice. I would monitor, for the next couple of months, because Q4, if we go by Amazon storage fees, Q4 is not over till around the middle of January. All right. And then maybe we see some changes, but I don't want to get your hopes up. So I would monitor it over the next couple of months, see if things relax a little bit, but I would plan on it not happening and go from there. I was previously ungated for Lego, but it's restricted for me. Any idea why it happened? Because that is Amazon. You probably just don't hit some metric, and Amazon decided to gate accounts. And I don't know what that metric is, because I'm not gated for Lego, but several of my friends who have sold way more Lego than I ever have become gated. Again, I'm hoping that it relaxes once Q4 is over, but I cannot say for sure. Selling some multi-packs and repacking. Are selling multi-packs and repacking items prohibited on Amazon? So yes, Amazon has recently changed their multi-pack and bundling, or they made more clear their multi-pack and bundling terms of service. Technically, if a multi-pack is not created by the manufacturer and it's a consumable item, then you're not supposed to make that into a multi-pack, okay? Or a bundle of your own, all right? Now, are there multi-packs out there that I'm still selling on? Yes, there are, and I will continue to do so until Amazon pulls those down. Our inventory limits year-round now. I'm limited in January. Amazon does limit how much storage you have all year long, but it changes. It changes monthly. But as for, storage is limited all year round. All right, guys, that is it for tonight. I need to go and take a picanha off the grill and make sure that it doesn't overcook. We need that this side of medium. All right, I'll be back tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. We'll do this all over again. I'll share some AI information with you guys, and if I missed any of your questions, bring them back tomorrow, and we'll chat about them. All right, guys, have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow at 5:30.